story that you had up here. Because I have a really funny joke associated with it that's sort of prop-based for this. Since it's hashtag prepare to dine. Gotta get it ready. Alright, we're good. Oh, whoops, that's because I need to click it on. Oh, that's why, because it defaulted it back to my webcam. It's supposed to be this. Combo breaker. Alright, so we got the Bandai Namco, and we're going to talk about the Bayonetta countdown. That turned out to be awesome. Okay, that's empty. Get it off of my desk so I can put my coffee down. Alright, gonna go live with intro because we got the only two stories, and actually wait, before I do anything. Fucking...
Oh, you got that all set up?
Yeah. Excellent.
Sweet. Wunderbar.
Cut to intro. Turn my mic up louder, I got to say something light.
Ah, perfect. We do it live, folks.
We do it live.
for
Look,
you.
look, it's me. Here, let me just, it's... Fine.
That's Johnny's beard, and I am the only bitch.
You can hear me, but you can't see me. Fine, we'll go back to device default. I'll go back to the shitty standard def. Actually, let me see if I can just go quick back to it. Maybe it'll... Am I widescreen? No, it froze. Alright, well, I'm standard def. That's fine.
We shall overcome.
Okay, what's up, hungry ones? Welcome to Quarter Munchers Livecast. It is Easter Sunday for another half hour. I am Johnny.
I am the only bitch.
Any excuse to keep cramming the chaos pad into anything and everything we do.
Yeah.
Gorgeous. Well, welcome to Quarter Munchers. Yes, we were supposed to be on at our normal 10 p.m. Eastern time, but there's a huge Windows update.
Yeah.
So, be noteful of that if you have something to do on your computer, because it took an hour and a half to install.
Yeah. Johnny was taking photos of his monitor with his phone and sending them to me for status updates. It was
Yeah,
quite a scene.
And all the while I mean, it could have taken as long as it wanted to because I was still spending quality time with ukulele, which we will do in the gaming segment, but first we have some things to talk about. First things first, as a follow-up story from last week, that interesting counter on Sega.com turned out to be something pretty fucking cool. What about that, Mitch?
Oh, it was a Bayonetta 1 port for Steam!
Yes.
Oh, man, and because it's a Sega game, it was a really good port. which is exceptionally rare with Japanese games. Uh, actually, we
Ebr- ebr-
let me
ebr- ebr- ebr-
let me just back that up. So, a Bayonetta 1 port came out for Steam, and because it was published by Sega, it's an exceptionally good port, which is exceedingly rare for Japanese games. Um, Bayonetta 1 originally launched on PS3, 360. Actually, I think originally 360. Ported to PS3, not good port. Later ported to Wii U as part of Bayonetta 2's release. Um, and now it's finally been ported to PC. I think it's Platinum's fourth PC game after uh, Metal Gear Rising: Revengeance, which was a PC port. Transformers, whatchamahoozy,
Oh,
Devastation.
yeah. I was like,
Yeah,
I should know what that is because it actually wasn't a bad game.
yeah. No, actually, Devastation was really good. Like, it's not Platinum's best game, but especially like for what they're charging for it, like 30 or 40 bucks, it's absolutely worth buying. Um, and then there was Near Automata, which came out a few weeks before. Jesus, that is bright. Uh,
Yeah, it does look like you
that's
just
not much
turn on
better.
like some crazy lighting in your
Yeah,
side of the studio.
it's my new monitor. It's like really goddamn bright. I might need to actually get more lighting in here to like offset how much of an effect it has.
That's crazy.
Um, yeah, but yeah, the Near Automata port technically came out before the Bayonetta one, and Near Automata we'll talk about. But Bayonetta one on PC, it'll run pretty much perfectly up to 4K resolution. You know, for a game that originally was 720, locked at 60 frames a second, which is something you can't really change. Is designed to run at 60. But modern, and like when we started recording the let's play of it, which will be coming up on the channel soon, the first 5 minutes of it are me doing basically fucking Total Biscuit port report shit in the options menu because it's got a couple highs and lows. The one really annoying thing is you can't rebind any of the controls in game for gamepad. You can rebind the keyboard and mouse, but not the actual gamepad controls, which are X input only. It recognizes Xbox controllers and nothing else. Fortunately, I have a little red DualShock here that I run through a program called DS4 or DS4 Windows, um, that basically translates the D input from this. Eh, input the D, wink, to X input, and you can rebind the buttons in that program. So that's not too big of an issue for me personally. What's really great about it though is the video options, which aren't the most extensive video options in a PC game. But what the game does do is it gives you a little meter and numbers that show you exactly how much video RAM you're using
And my God,
when
like
you
that.
click things. Oh, it's so good.
And I think, as I mentioned during that recording session, why doesn't every PC game ever come with something like that?
Yeah,
Like
it
that
should
is,
literally be a feature in every game.
it needs to be.
Yeah. Um, but yeah, the port, it runs rock solid, super smooth. I'm running it on a 1440p monitor, and I have not dropped a single frame yet playing the game by itself. You might notice a couple frame drops in the recordings because, as it turns out, as I have recently learned, uh, recording gameplay is kind of system intensive.
Oh God, yeah, that's why I think when we anytime we do any more like PC stuff to stream here, like where we do co-op, I'm gonna bring in your video feed instead of my video feed. Because if
Yeah.
you remember the last time when we did Killing Floor 2, I kind of left
Oh
halfway through
man.
because and my entire system was like, I no, we can't anymore. I'm done. We're out.
Yeah, that was a learning experience.
Yeah.
And I mean, that is, me running the game at 1440p. Like, I think if I knock it down to 1080, it'll still look great, especially because, I mean, we record at usually 1080 or 720 anyway.
Yeah.
And it'll, it's 70% less pixels, or not 70% less. It's 1440 is like 70% more than 1080. So
Yeah.
it's less pixels. It's easier for the computer. Anyway, so yeah, Bayonetta, which by the way is like one of my top 10 favorite games of all time. I'm not usually a list guy, like, number one, number two, but somewhere in that realm of like top 10 games, it's up there with Bayonetta 2, a bunch of Guilty Gear games, maybe Zelda Breath of the Wild. I really like that game. I just recently beat Breath of the Wild, actually. He's
Yeah,
real good.
and it's actually kind of funny you mentioned that, and you mentioned our Let's Play of Bayonetta. The first one will actually be up live. If you're watching this live on Twitch, which you should be, it
Hey,
is.
Unreal Delicious.
Welcome to the chat room.
I that
Please
was
enjoy our company.
yeah, but
Yeah.
tomorrow the first episode of Bayonetta will go live onto the YouTube, or it will have been yesterday if you're watching the replay of this on YouTube on Tuesday.
Oh shit.
And Breath of the Wild is inadvertently on hold because I realized that you can only have a finite number of saves. And I started playing on my own game off of the Let's Play thing, and it kind of overwrote some of the old saves, and I'm way further than we were. I mean, we could just start it back up, but
We'll see. But yeah, Breath of the Wild overall really good. Fucking the ending is, well, I won't talk about the ending because there's spoilers, but the game is really good. Throughout my entire, like 60 or 80 hours or whatever I spent with it, I never I never, what's the word? Encountered. That's the word I was looking for. I never encountered a single glitch, which is really impressive for like a big open world game like that. I mean, there's some frame drops in some places, and it like the slowdown can get pretty bad a couple of times, just in weird circumstances, but it's never for very long. And like the game will just slow down for like half a second or a second, and then pick back up again, and then slow down again like a few seconds later, maybe. It doesn't like chug really bad for minutes at a time, which, just overall, the fact that there's basically no glitches in the game, or very few actual glitches, is really impressive.
yeah, especially from a
Um,
company like Nintendo.
well, Nintendo generally puts a lot of polish on their games. They're not like Bethesda with fucking
Yeah, oh,
Skyrim
jeez,
or
or Fallout 4.
yeah, my god. Um, but yeah, so Bayonetta port, A-OK, excellent, love it, 10 out of 10, 11 out of 10, 8 out of 8. It's great, mate. Um, like I mentioned, Platinum has a few other games on PC, one of which is the very recently released Nier Automata, which, unfortunately, I mean, it's a great game, but the port is not as good.
Mm.
Which, to be somewhat fair to it, it is a brand new PS4 game. Um, but to rag on it some more, PS4 is x86 architecture. It's basically a PC. It shouldn't be this hard to optimize it for computers that are already similar to the PS4, which is most computers.
Mm.
But yeah, there's issues with like it's just weird. The way it's built and optimized is really weird. It has this global lighting system that really slows down. Like, here's the thing. I can get Doom 2016 to run at like 120 to 140 frames a second on my rig, uh, at high settings. Not max settings, but pretty high settings. And Nier Automata won't even hit a stable 60 at 1440p on my computer with low settings, like medium to low settings.
Ugh.
Yeah, it's really annoying. And the developers of the port have basically said nothing about whether they're going to patch it.
Oh.
And it's been, I mean, the game's been out for a few weeks so far, and there hasn't been a single patch. Maybe they're working on one really big patch to, like, fix a lot of the issues all at once. Because, I mean, people have been talking about there's weird full screen, like, resolution upscaling issues that make the game blurry and weird. Um, some people have had weird crashes. I personally have run into, limited performance with the frame rate. Um, so that's annoying, but there is light at the end of the tunnel because it's a PC game. There are modders out there. And because it's a Nier game and a Platinum game, there is a hugely dedicated fan base that
Yes.
wants to love this game. So I mentioned it on the Bayonetta videos. I'll bring it up again. There is a fan-made mod for this game that helps fix a lot of the issues. One, it expands the graphics options to give you the things that should be in the game anyway, because the actual graphics options are really limited. You get like AA, ambient occlusion, texture filtering, and like a couple other, 2 or 3 other things as far as straight up graphics options, and that's it.
Mm.
And the fan mod adds like everything that's basically missing, that you really would want to be able to customize. It lets you turn down the global lighting, which has generally given people performance upgrades. It's definitely given me an upgrade. I can actually run the game
Yeah.
at the proper resolution on my monitor and get 60 frames and get it to like stay at 60 frames consistently, instead of dropping, like, it was dropping down to like the mid 50s to the mid 40s a lot before I installed the mod, which I just had it up. So the mod itself, I wanted to shout out the guy who made it is named Caldian. It's called Fix Automata Resolution. It's part of a tool set that this guy has made for a bunch of Japanese games. That basically, a lot of Japanese games get PC ports that aren't very good, and this guy just goes and fixes every one because I guess Japanese publishers are just really consistent about putting out bad ports and not fixing them. Um,
It's like you get one chance at it, you're done.
yeah. So let's see. Yeah. Okay. Here we go. The guy's name is Andon Coleman, alias Caldian, who developed this Special K toolkit, which fixes Nier Automata. It has tools for Final Fantasy X, Tales of Berseria, Disgaea.
Hmm.
And his tool originally didn't cover the global lighting thing, which was what was pulling down a lot of people's performance. That was discovered by a guy named Dr. Daxi, who brought it to his attention. So now the global lighting is, there's an option in Caldian's tool to turn down the global lighting. So those two guys together basically fixed Nier Automata. And like I've been playing it all day today and giving myself diabetes because it's Easter. And yeah, like fucking it's, oh my god. I just remembered the fucking screen tearing. So when I had VSync off, the screen tearing was abysmal in Automata. It was
Ugh.
insane. It was really bad. So yeah, the game has problems, but Dr. Daxi and Caldian have they've gone above and beyond in fixing this game. So it's great that there's people out there like making stuff this awesome for, players like me to use, because the game's really good. The actual gameplay is really fun. The story's really good. The character design, the butt,
The butt.
yeah, 2B. The B stands for booty. It's twice as good. Um, yeah, it's kind of a mess. And that, like, it just goes to show how hit and miss ports of PC games, especially from Japanese companies, can be. Because like Sega, produced the the Bayonetta port. And it's really good because Sega actually publishes some PC games. They're putting out the Total War series, a couple other things.
And plus, they've
I'm
ported
sure.
a number of their actual like console titles to
Yeah,
PC, like this Sega All Stars Racing.
yeah.
I think
I mean,
Sonic Generations made it to.
is on Steam. Yeah,
I
like
was
a
gonna
lot
say, I
of the
thought
old
so.
Sonic games, like a lot of Sega games at this point have made it to Steam, especially older, stuff that was on like PS3 and whatnot. But so yeah, they have a lot of experience with it. They know what they're doing, and the Bayonetta port turned out great. Meanwhile, and like these games are from the same developer, even they're both Platinum games, but Square Enix published Nier Automata, and they don't know what the fuck they're doing with anything. Um,
Yeah, not really.
yeah.
Other than. Well, that's the other thing. Like Square Enix, they make a great PC game in fucking the Final Fantasy Online games. Like
Oh yeah,
14, that runs great.
yeah. That's like 14 is great, and yeah, Nier just I don't know why it's so bad, but I'm assuming they outsourced the Nier port to the lowest bidder, and this is kind
I'm
of what we got.
going to that has to be it has to have been
Yeah.
a financial business move.
Especially because I mean they've never made a ton of money off of Yoko Taro's games. Nier was at best a cult hit. The Drakengard games have never been that popular. Um, so I'm guessing, yeah, like they didn't expect really big sales for Automata, and they put out the PC port as just like a cheap cash in.
Hmm.
And then, whoops, it turned out to be a huge hit, or at least not like a huge hit, but it sold over 1 million copies. PS4 and PC combined have sold over 1 million copies. So, yeah, people calling you out on your shit, Squeenix. You're weird, like selling the collector's edition of the game only on your own website. You can't just list it on Amazon for people. Like, seriously?
They've
That's the one that got me is like, they're so weird about selling things. Like, they don't want to put stuff on Steam or Amazon or out in the usual, you know, marketplaces. They want to keep as much stuff as they can on, squeenix.com.
yeah, and
It's
their
weird.
specific store. Yeah, no, you're absolutely right on that one.
Yeah. As a result, like fucking, now, oh my God. I kind of had like a moment of weakness and I finally decided, you know what? I'm going to get the collector's edition of Nier Automata. So I go to Square Enix's website and it's on waiting list, which basically means they're never re-releasing it because why would they?
Right.
So I went on eBay. Well, I went and looked on Amazon thinking maybe somebody, has listed it on Amazon, some random game store. And no. So I went on eBay, like last ditch effort.
Oh,
The
how bad.
cheapest one, $600.
Jesus.
Yeah. I mean, it was 200, I think, initially when it came out, but that was the cheapest one. A lot of them were on for like 7 or 800. Um, so yeah, needless to say, I didn't get a collector's edition of Nier Automata.
Did,
So I
did
consoled myself with the Steam version instead.
fair enough. What is does what does the collector's edition have over?
There's an art book, uh, fucking Jesus soundtrack, um, and I think the big one is there's a statue of the main player character 2B that's included,
Mm.
and I think one or two other things. Near Automata Black Box Edition. Just look this up. Squeenix Online Store. Fucking. Why do you care about my birthday? I'm just gonna tell you something. Fucking.
Well, you are
Anyway.
going full on Philip DeFranco lighting right now.
Yeah. Okay, there we go. So you get a bunch of DLC that also comes with the base version of the day one edition of the game. Collectible box, art book, steel book case instead of the regular plastic
Mm.
case, the 2B figurine, and the soundtrack. Um, So it's reasonable that it costs like $200, especially with the statue and the art book. Those two alone, I think, make a big part of it. But yeah, fucking. If you missed out, sorry guys.
Yeah, exactly.
I don't know. Maybe GameStop will have one somewhere. I kind of doubt it because again, Square Enix. Now I'm interested and I'm gonna look. Near Automata. Yeah, all they've got is the standard editions. No collectors. So yeah, Bayonetta good. Near also good, but flawed PC port.
Yeah. So,
Yep.
the only other story that we have is Bandai Namco is busy this week.
Yeah, they put out a little teaser trailer for people.
Yes,
Little
so
something.
let us bring it to the table. The trailer for a new project from Bandai Namco Entertainment.
That's literally what it's called. A new project from Bandai Namco Entertainment.
Here, let me get this on YouTube so I can full screen it for the hungry ones. Because the none of Game Informer's embedded ever are able to do that.
Yeah. Kind of a pain in the ass. But oh boy, here we go.
There we are.
So yeah, it's pretty. It's kind of like
It
sketchy hand-drawn animation look. The first things that kind of pop out to me is it has a very Bloodborne-y kind of vibe. A lot of darkness, a lot of sort of werewolfy, beastly stuff. This fucking thing.
the thing that says hashtag prepare to dine.
Yeah. Which is, a very intentional Dark Souls reference. The prepare to die, it has been the slogan of Dark Souls since, I think, basically Dark Souls 1.
Yeah, because I think the Ultimate Edition or whatever was like the
Prepare to Die
Prepare
edition.
to Die edition. Yeah.
Yeah.
I'm gonna break something to the hungry ones. I've done a little research. I figured out what this new project is going to be.
Oh boy.
And I'm personally really fucking excited for it. As it turns out, they're finally making a sequel to the greatest title they've ever put out on the Wii called Food Network Cook or Be Cooked.
What the fuck?
No, legit.
Why do you even...
Look.
Wow.
Bandai Namco.
I mean, hey, why do you even have that?
Funny story. So, I had originally pitched an idea to Suzanne for a Valentine's Day video that never actually saw the light of day, unfortunately, that I wanted to get Babysitting Mama.
Oh.
And she's like, I don't want to get that. Why don't we get the Cooking Mama for the Wii? So we went out and got Cooking Mama for the Wii and a couple of other cooking titles.
Yeah.
So we got food mini games. That's why I own that. It was $3.
What a steal. Oh man, I keep going into Best Buy and I see this game for, I can't remember if it's for Wii or Wii U, called The Monkey King. And it looks like the cheap, like, knockest offiest fucking game. I think I did research on it at one point, and it's like from a Chinese company, and like there's barely anything on the internet about it. It's a mystery. I almost want to pick it up because it's like, $3 or $4. But then I'd have to like look an employee in the eye and be like, yes, I would like this video game, please.
As it turns out, that's one of my new favorite pastimes, is to go into video game stores and buy like those games that you're going to be mercilessly judged for purchasing.
Yeah.
And even if it's not out loud, they're still gonna be like, you're gonna walk out of the store and like the two employees are gonna look at each other and just do like the silence. and start falling over out of the chairs and shit.
Fucking yeah, go in and get some god damn it, what is it? Senran Kagura. Just the weird looks you'll get for buying that game. Or Galgun.
Oh god,
Yeah.
Galgun.
Yeah, go to a GameStop with like a female clerk and just pick up those two games, look her dead in the eye, and be like, "I like video games."
Especially, it'd be even funnier if it was like a weeb girl running the counter.
Oh man.
Like, did you see the anime on this too? No.
It's like, how awkward can we make this like fucking interaction? Oh man.
Blah blah blah.
But yeah, so interesting trailer.
Yeah.
I like the sort of aesthetic with the gas masks and kind of the
if it does turn out to be like another Bloodborne with the that sort of graphical style, that would be cool. But if they could make a game out of that specific art style, I'd buy it in a heartbeat. It's gorgeous.
yeah.
I love that hand drawn. Oh, excuse me, that tasted like beer and coffee, and sausage. Ugh, that was even worse. What was I saying? Oh, like that hand drawn sort of like like really scribbly looking too.
Yeah.
I love art games. Like I'm no stranger to that. In fact, I'm probably subscribing this month to Humble Monthly, which means I get Inside finally.
Oh, nice.
Inside and Dirt Rally are the two like big advertised titles
Yeah.
for $12.
Oh, that reminds me. You just reminded me that I signed up for Humble Monthly like a couple months ago, I think. Because they had Total War Warhammer,
Yeah.
which a few of my friends play. So I was like, hey, I can get the game for $12 and be part of this club for a while. Sure, why not? And I need to actually do more of my PC game shopping on the Humble store, so I can use that fucking discount they give me.
Oh yeah, absolutely.
But yeah, yeah. I hope the game has like this style of animation. I don't think it's actually going to be like another Bloodborne type of game. It's probably not going to be a FromSoft game.
Yeah, because I mean,
maybe, but
the trailer doesn't have From's logo anywhere on it.
yeah, and I mean, they've been pretty clear. At least Miyazaki has been, that he doesn't want to do more Dark Souls or more Bloodborne or more of that type of game.
That engine, basically.
Yeah, there's a lot of people hoping they'll go back to Armored Core. That's it.
Oh, that would be awesome.
Yeah. But only
the only thing I can maybe think of is maybe they annexed the developers of Salt and Sanctuary, and this is like Salt and Sanctuary 2.
I kind of hope not.
No, I won't.
I wasn't a big fan of Salt and Sanctuary. I mean, it's fine, but it just never really like grabbed me.
Right. One thing that did grab me this week, however, this past Tuesday, Yooka-Laylee finally came out after, controversy and delays and other fun such things.
Yeah.
Controversies which shall not be spoken of.
Yeah. Ironically, the controversy was about speaking, or a speaking part in the game, at least.
Yeah, and there's no voice acting in it except for what was it gonna be?
I mean, that's pretty much what it was gonna be. Was just John making a bunch of noises, and then that was gonna be the thing, I guess.
Yeah,
but
reviewers have been middle of the road to nitpicky for the sake of being nitpicky, almost. And it really brings up something that kind of irks at me a little bit, is that's why I'm glad that we are who and what we are in the games industry, because game reviewers always get early copies of the game before the day one patch that makes it playable for people.
Yeah.
And reviews suffer as a result of that, because you'll get like, oh, I had bad frame rate issues on an early, like on a .9, like 0.9 version of the game instead of the 1.0.
Yeah, and it's one of those things where a lot of times developers, like, they know they're sending out unfinished code, and so a lot of times they'll usually say, yeah, this will be fixed, that'll be fixed, the game will be a little different than what you're getting. And
Yeah,
then it puts that on like the critic to kind of be like, all right, what do I actually criticize and what do I hope gets fixed? It's just kind of, it's not a great way to do business. You don't send out screeners of a movie and tell the fucking reviewers and critics that, like, yeah, this isn't the final cut, we're gonna like get rid of this scene and add more visual effects here.
yeah, and the that's another thing that I hate, that I've finally accepted that this is the way the games industry has gone since becoming a largely digital and internet based item, is that
Yeah.
now game designers can get away with really working on the game until like right when it releases, and then still make it okay for people. And it's like, oh, there's gonna be a day one patch. Why should you need to do that? That's like why don't you just put out a finished game? But
Yeah,
I mean, I've just accepted that's the way,
it's the way the business works.
it's the way the business works at this point, and I could be upset about it, but I'm not.
Yeah, because the thing is, especially like with studios that want to stay in business on an
Yeah.
ongoing basis, they kind of have to, like, they don't have to do that exactly, but like, when you're making a game, you've got different departments. You've got like programmers, implementers, QA, music, audio, art. You've got all these different departments, and they all work on a game at different points in time. So you only need artists for like a third of your development cycle or whatever. Um, and I think part of the reason games come out now, and they press the discs 3 months or whatever in advance, and then come out with a day one patch. Part of it's just to keep everyone on the team employed, um, or at least to keep up the workflow of, like, we're devoting this much time to a game, or this department is devoting so much time to this game, and then moving on to the next thing. And we'll, if we don't get done with what we're going to get done, we can patch it later.
Yeah.
And it's not ideal. It's not really the way things should work, but at the same time, it's kind of like, I mean, if it keeps games coming out at a decent pace and they do hopefully get fixed after release, it's like,
Yeah,
it's like a trade-off. Like, you
Yeah.
compare that to the old, we can nostalgize about the old days of, games came out and you put the fucking cartridge in the console and that was it.
Yeah,
Like,
I do that frequently. I'm totally guilty of that.
and like, on the one hand, it's great to just be able to slam a game in, start playing it, no problem, assuming the game was programmed correctly the first time and you didn't end up with some glitchy broken mess like Chester Cheetah's fucking Cheeto game.
Or
Or
Tasmania for the SNES. Or
yeah, or Killer Instinct, the arcade version, um, which famously is one of the earliest games that actually got a patch. And the way they distributed the patch was Nintendo paid fucking engineers to go to every single arcade cabinet and put in, you're breathing into your mic, a new version of the game in the fucking cabinet. Like,
yeah,
that shit's expensive.
especially when you start, it's like, here, go to every arcade cabinet in the world. Like, you have to send people to like Paducah, Kentucky,
Yeah.
to like the local bowling alley with 4 alleys and a smoke-filled bar.
Yeah. To fix this one little thing in the game because
Yeah,
somebody has an infinite combo that we didn't want them to have or whatever. So yeah, I don't know. Like, day one patches, not ideal. The fact that critics get early versions of games that aren't the finished version is pretty egregious, but games coming out with bugs that can be patched out is just kind of, it's just the way it is now, I feel.
yeah, I feel like it does kind of reduce workload a little bit also for
Yeah.
like the the QA department and having to code things. Like, okay, this is good. People can play it for now, and then I can fix it in like a week or two when we can do the next patch.
Yeah, like it's not a good thing, but it's not really a bad thing either, I guess is the best way I can put it.
Yeah.
It's just a different way of kind of running a business.
Yeah, because that was one thing that the best thing about like, there's all the review videos, like Game Explain said things. Donkey had a video where he kind of.
Oh man, he tore it to pieces.
Yeah, he went donkey on it, which
Yeah.
I'm not going to agree with everybody 100% of the time, but I feel like he didn't need to shred it nearly as bad as he did.
Yeah, and I mean, I guess it's supposed to be kind of a callback to videos he's done about Banjo-Kazooie and Banjo-Tooie, but
Yeah.
those were like from a year or more ago, and it's like, yeah, the joke callback doesn't really work when, half your audience hasn't seen the video that your joke is calling back to.
Yeah, and now that annotations are going away, you can't click on, oh, that's the video that he was talking about. Like, you can't blink it up on the screen for viewers.
Yeah. But yeah, Ukulele. It
yes.
came out.
It came out. I fucking love it.
Nice.
I mean, me and Gerard, the completionist, sort of share the same kind of an idea on this one, and that is, maybe it's me looking at it with nostalgia blinders, but this is the kind of game that I've kind of wanted for a little while. Like, it's the same kind of idea when I got super geeky excited about the Crash Bandicoot trilogy coming back.
Oh, yeah.
I'm like, oh, I can't wait to play that kind of a 3D platformer.
Yeah.
As a fan of, like, Donkey Kong Country 64 and, the Banjo-Kazooie games, Conker's Bad Fur Day, I loved those games. And the fact that they basically made the game they wanted to make so many years ago before Microsoft took Rare and turned them into, can we have another Viva Pinata, please? This one with Connect features. Yeah.
Poor Rare.
Yeah, exactly. But the developers broke off and formed Playtonic Games, and this game looks and feels exactly like a Banjo-Kazooie game. And rather than yammer on and on and on and on and on about it, why don't we show you?
Yeah.
Because that is the thing.
Giant Bomb Quick Look. I mean, Quarter Muncher's fast glance.
And
distinct for copyright.
Boop. Wireless controller disconnected. Not for long.
My God. They've hacked the mainframe. Oh, hey, all right.
Okay, let me get the chat window where I can see it. That's not the button I wanted. I love the chat pop-out feature.
It is, I would say, basically essential. Thank God it's there. So yeah, ukulele.
Here, actually,
I think I mentioned, I don't know if it was on last week's broadcast or on some other footage we were recording, but because I haven't actually, I haven't played ukulele myself yet. But I have heard, that it's not getting great reviews. Some people are disappointed with it. And it's one of those things where I mentioned, like, my feeling about it is, like, it's not exactly a mass market game. And I think some critics are kind of treating it like they would treat any other game. And the thing is, it was a kickstarted game for a specific fan base, i.e. Johnny. So if it makes Johnny happy, then I'd say technically it's a good game. Even if by, current standards and whatnot, it's not as well constructed. It's like a classic film, sort of. Or I guess maybe like a modern film trying to look and feel like a classic film. Even if it's not like trying to look like the best classic film ever made, you got to take that sort of audience into consideration. It's for a certain group of people, kind of thing.
Yeah. So this is the first world that you unlock with the any of the pages that you find, which is basically Literally everything about this game is Banjo-Kazooie. There's pages
Yeah.
instead of jiggies. There's Ghost Raiders instead of Jingos. You learn a lot of the same powers, like there's a ground pound. There's your basic attack. I don't know what that replaces. The ball
It's a 3D
replaces.
platformer.
Yeah, the ball replaces
Oh,
the.
Talon Trot?
Yes.
Yeah.
The
Yeah, spatial reasoning puzzles, baby.
This replaces the egg shot.
Huh.
And there's a whole bunch of different ones. Like that's the water blast. There's one where you're spitting like ice crystals. There's one where you're like spitting an icy blast.
Interesting. Some icy hot.
Yes.
Blowing icy hot out of that mouth. Oh yeah.
Okay, what was I doing? I'm already several pages in.
Yeah.
I did finish the quest with the greatest cameo in the world.
Oh yeah.
Shovel Knight himself makes an appearance.
Oh nice.
Hold on, let me go find
awesome.
Shovel Knight because this is
Man.
he gives you
What
a quest.
slut.
Yeah.
I swear, Shovel Knight is appearing in every Kickstarter game at this point, and even Indiegogo games. Like he's supposed to be in Indivisible, Lab Zero's upcoming game.
Oh my God, is he really?
Yeah, he was a stretch goal. As like because in that game you can summon a bunch of different characters to help you in battle, and he's gonna be like a guest character summon.
Oh, that's awesome.
Oh man, this is really taking me back. Actually, it's funny that you mentioned Shovel Knight because this game, it kind of does the same thing Shovel Knight does, which is to be a throwback to a game, but better than you remember it. It's like Shovel Knight is basically a throwback to NES platformers, but it has, a lot of a lot of gameplay ideas that were perfected over the last several years, 3 decades. Went into its design, and like Shovel Knight's music is actually based on the Konami VRC6 chip. It's based on a sound chip that was only found in a couple of NES cartridges that basically improved the NES its ability to output sound. So the music's actually better than regular NES music. And it's got a bigger color palette than the NES had, but only slightly. They added like just a few colors to the NES palette to make Shovel Knight look just a little better than an NES game. And like immediately, like this is doing the same thing where it's like, oh, it looks a lot like a Banjo-Kazooie game, but it looks the way I remember a Banjo-Kazooie game.
Yeah.
Which is better than it actually looked.
I am half lost right now.
That
is
I see they've maintained like the big open like explorable levels.
Oh heavens, yes! They are sprawling.
Nice
in this game.
That is one thing I have missed dearly, like from Mario games. Is just the big, level, just a stage with like 5 or 6 stars or whatever you can find in it.
Yeah, like just the sheer expanse of it.
Yeah. Like, like Mario 64 and Sunshine. Oh, hey, there he is. Oh, look at that little guy.
Yeah, he gives you a quest where you have to go get a jewel for him.
Does he have a voice?
Yes. I don't know if I can get it piped in for you. But here, I can do this so Mitch can hear it anyway, and then the Hungry, I had to turn the game audio up anyway. That's not the button I wanted at all.
Actually, that reminds me. How's the game audio on the Bayonetta recordings?
It's not bad. It's once you pulled it back, it was fine.
Okay, I was afraid it was gonna end up being a little loud. Because I noticed like my hyper lights have gotten a little loud.
Yeah, a little bit.
I can hear the game.
Well, yeah. Once I put it through the mastering, it balances it out pretty well.
Cool.
There you go.
Nice. Solid. I can accept that voice. Does he say like Yahoo and stuff?
Yeah, ha ha, ho ho ho, hey hey ha ha ho ho hey.
Nice.
So yeah, let's go back to where I was, because what you can do is there's a base, level, and then you can use the pages to expand the level.
Oh, interesting.
Which tacks on a lot, a few more extra challenges. It's a 3D platformer, so of course you have a double jump, because why wouldn't you?
Hell yeah.
Yep. Up we
Actually,
go.
one very small thing I've noticed about Nier Automata, and I feel like it might be a Square Enix influenced thing, or possibly they just weren't paying as much attention. But the button prompts aren't the full cross with the highlighted button anymore. They're just the button with its designation, B, X, Y, or whatever for a lot of things now.
Yeah.
But then again, I think Platinum usually saves like the way I like them to present buttons. I think is usually saved for QTEs, and there aren't really any QTEs in Automata. Maybe that's why I haven't seen like the full layout type of
Okay,
thing.
now the collision on this is really fucking stupid.
Eh.
Boop, 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 boop.
Oh man, if only. I wonder. Do you think
Shit.
they've? Oh, do you think they've snuck in any Gex the Gecko references?
Not that I've noticed yet, but
Oh man, because
all right.
you're a chameleon. Oh, you can jump over those. Spatial reasoning.
Shit piss.
Metal Gear.
Yeah, while you're in the
Oh,
ball,
rainbow.
you can jump. Let me get my health back. Yeah, the butterflies that you see floating around, those are your health. If you eat them with the circle button where you do that and, tongue them in, phrasing,
Yeah.
you get health out of it. If you just run into them, you get the power meter, which is what governs all of your powers, like the sonar
Nice.
thing, the replacement turkey tray. Oh, fuck!
Oh,
Okay, saved it.
careful.
That gets that back. The power meter thing does recover over time, though, so it's not...
Okay. Yeah, I would hope so.
Okay. The Great
Yeah, we got a
Rampo.
one-eyed thwomp. That ancient angular stone bloke.
Oh, he thinks we're door-to-door salesmen.
Hunting pages. Ah, the deadly pagey.
I'm Yuka, and this is Lay...
Lael. Great Rambo knows hustle when he reads it. I've heard this game is very fourth wall aware.
Oh, yeah, it's... I mean... To an extent, the Banjo-Kazooie games were, too, but this one is absolutely 100% on point. The, very self-aware. And just the fact that the person that you get all the moves from instead of, like he's the mole of this game.
Oh yeah, Trouser the Snake.
Yeah, because, let's fit some jokes in that other people will completely love.
Actually reminds me, there's a game I've been hearing about called Snake Pass.
Oh, God, I need to play that so bad.
Yeah, I've been hearing good things about it. It's another like kind of 3D platformer puzzle sort of based cutesy animal colorful bright game.
Yeah.
Yes. Words. I can word salad with the best of them.
Oh, yeah, absolutely. It's gonna cut the encoder down a little bit. It's kind of
Ah.
shugging a little bit for the hungry ones, I think. I keep getting the encoder overloaded, so I...
Oh. Actually, that further reminds me that I've been building a speaker cabinet. They words. So I think last year I got a kit from this company, Mod Kits DIY, and I built like a little 8-watt tube amp. And it's just a little tiny head. It's like super basic. So I've been building. I bought a speaker, and I've been working on a cabinet for it. And talking about Snake Pass reminded me that I found on this website, Amplified Parts, they sell the vinyl covering for like speaker cabinets and amps and stuff. And they have snakeskin as a pattern.
Of course.
So my choice is pretty much made for that. I still need to figure out what I want to use for grill cloth. Because I wanted the Vox diamond.
Oh yeah, that sort of like old, like the not like old school, like the God, I'm word saladating myself. The Brian May look.
Yeah.
Ass
But
and twats.
Yeah.
What?
I found like, oh god. Oh my god, you died. Holy crap.
At least it starts me here.
Yeah.
It's not as unforgiving as when you die in Banjo-Kazooie. That fucking punishes you.
Oh man, yeah.
Go back
Generous
and do
checkpointing.
everything you just did.
Ugh.
All your notes reset. You have to go back and get all of them.
Ugh.
Completionist nightmare.
God. Yeah. Yeah, like I've heard some people complaining that this game doesn't have it's not let me rephrase. I've heard some people complain that they feel like Platonic never really learned a lot from modern game design over the last several years. That this game is sort of too throwbacky, but I mean, it's got generous checkpointing, so it can't be that bad.
Boop, boop. Damn, I knew that was...
Thing like, does it just do like the two outsides, inside, outside, inside?
Yeah, but the ball thing is not as responsive as I think.
It's not like the Talon Trot where you basically just walk around with it, like it has momentum and stuff.
Yeah, it's got actual like
Okay.
it's got its own physics engine,
Oh, okay.
which is bothersome. Oh, the butterflies respawn.
Eh. But yeah, so I'm gonna have a snakeskin covered.
Shit.
Can't quite get that last jump. Speaker cabinet. Oh right, I was gonna mention the diamond patterned fucking grill cloth I want. It's not available on Amplified Parts, the website where I'm getting the Tolex. So I googled it. And I found one website that sells the stuff. Oh.
Oh. I have to jump over the fire and then hit his teeth.
Jeez.
Okay, I get it now. We all right. We good. We
Yeah.
in there.
Generous checkpointing. So yeah, I can get pieces of the Vox grill cloth for the minimum price for like a tiny, like little piece. That would be enough for me, but still like a tiny, like 13-inch square piece or something is like $55.
Jeez.
Yeah, it's outrageous. So, needless to say, I'll be doing something else for grill cloth. Like, I might actually just get like some black fabric and then put in the. Oh, hey.
There we go.
I thought he was gonna like withdraw the other tooth and force you to fuck around some more. Great smile ruined. Oh.
Oh,
It is. Oh, right at the bottom too. Well,
well, I mean, this is a rareware boss fight. This
Yeah.
This isn't even his final form.
Oh god, is there going to be a third stage? You know it. I wonder if they'll checkpoint you after the.
You really should be able to like jump over those when you're in the ball mode.
Yeah. Have you been trying?
Oh, I can. Oh,
Oh, you don't have to like scream up the hill the whole time.
yeah.
I guess.
That's gonna do it for our heroes, I think.
Yeah.
Now I know.
And knowing is half the battle. Oh.
American flag backdrop. So here you go, Hundreds. You're seeing the first boss fight. Look, I know you're the Great Rampo. Do we have to have this cutscene every fucking time?
Yes, it's a classic trope. It's how they made these games back in the day. Oh god, I think he's back to stage 1 too.
He absolutely is. Shit.
At least you're getting better at mitigating your own failures.
Shit.
That's something. Oh hey.
There we go.
Yeah.
Our winning smile ruined. Okay, shoot me back to the bottom. Oh, he just blew me.
Yeah.
But no, this game is... I am loving the hell out of it. I spent most of the afternoon playing it after we finished doing the yard work we had to get done.
Nice.
After all the... We had to clean up after the great windstorm here.
Eh.
That being said, it's going to be great when we get our fire pit going, because we have all of the firewood ever. Shit. Okay, I can do this. I can do this on 4 health. I can do this on no health. I'm good. I'm good at video games. Hungry ones have seen it. Shit.
You're going a little Omega on me.
Oh, yeah. Oh, yeah.
That's okay. If I'm coming in good in your headset, it should be fine.
Yeah, it sounds fine on the broadcast. That's all I know.
Yeah.
I think it's because we, one of the greatest things that could have possibly been added to Netflix was added to Netflix. The real Ghostbusters cartoon.
Oh yeah, I heard about that.
Yeah.
Oh man, speaking of Netflix, what was I watched something. Oh yeah, there's the new Mystery Science Theater 3000 just came out.
I still need to watch that. Is it any good?
It's all right. It's different. It's new. A lot of people hate it. But honestly, like, I watched some of the first episode, and it's pretty good. I think, you know. Because I'm not a huge fan of what's her fucking name? Felicia Day.
Mm-hmm.
Like, I'm just, yeah, I don't know.
She is a very polarizing figure in the geek world.
Yeah, and you know, suffice it to say, I'm not in love with her the way a lot of people seem to be. But you know, she's fine as the new Dr. Forrester. She's less annoying than I find her to be in a lot of stuff. Patton Oswalt is really good as TV's son of TV's Frank. Will Wheaton is also in it, and he's another guy that I don't really like Will Wheaton at all. But he's only been in it a little bit as far as I've seen, and again, you know, he's just an actor doing a part, so it's fine. Jonah Ray is okay as the new Joel Mike. The only thing that really bugs me, like, as far as like the little fan nitpick type of stuff, is Tom Servo and Crow don't really. Tom Servo, Crow, and Gypsy all sound different now. And like, it's kind of hard to tell Tom and Crow apart. Like, their voices sound really similar now. So the jokes are less like personal. It's just kind of three anonymous voices all making jokes, and
Hell, I'm
then
done here.
Gypsy shows up once in a while.
Oh, saved by Rando Ledge.
Eh,
Peace out. We're done.
and maybe we should look around at some other stuff.
Yeah. I'll come back to this boss fight after. You know what? I actually do need to edit the next this first Bayonetta episode, but I am probably I can at least piece the first Bayonetta episode out super fast and put it through the mastering and everything like that. And while it's doing this, I can just play Bayonetta. I can just play this.
Yeah.
Oh, there's fall damage.
Yeah, there was in Banjo-Kazooie. You just have to fall like a goddamn mile to turn it on.
It's effectively what I just had to do, and like normally I think you can actually save yourself by doing the
Oh yeah, you do the double jump right before you hit the ground. Or not even right, just in a reasonable distance before you hit the ground. Or if it works like the old games, you can activate the ground pound because that resets your momentum. Like there's lots of ways to avoid fall damage in these games usually.
Let me see.
But yeah, the new MST3K is fine. They riff a lot during the movies, which is nice. They make a lot of jokes, which I enjoy because just sitting there in silence with the guys watching the movie when they don't have any jokes to make is not really my favorite part, personally, of MST3K.
Yeah.
And like some of the earlier episodes are a little rough where it's just like they'll make a joke and then there'll be like 10 or 15 seconds of silence and then maybe another joke.
Dead air.
Yeah. But yeah, like the riffs are good. The show is still, kind of quirky and fun. It's definitely, a little slicker production. Hey, all right.
Yeah, not to cut you out. That's the thing about the Jingos-ish things, the Ghost Raiders. They all have different ways that you have to actually be able to collect them. Like that pink one on the right, you have to shoot the like the stone things into his mouth, like he has to eat him. Then you can collect him. The blue one, you use the sonar.
Yeah.
So sorry, carry on.
Oh yeah, I was just gonna say like. The new season's overall fine. It's definitely it's different. The people who are coming back from the original are a lot older now. The new people have like kind of their own ideas and their own takes on what Mystery Science Theater should be. It's definitely different, but it's not bad.
So it's an update. Basically, it's not a nostalgia act. Is really what.
Yeah, no, like Tom Servo and Crow are back. They've got a new theme song that's like, I think the music is different than the old theme song. Now I'm trying to remember it. I think they're using like it's the same melodies as the old theme song, but they've got new lyrics. And they re-recorded it, so it doesn't really sound like timbrally the same. But the new theme song's fine. It's fine. Everything's just fine. That's how I'm going to describe it. It's not like, and I mean, how could it be, a glorious return to the good old days? Like, 10 years hadn't passed.
Yeah.
It's, for what it is and what it sets out to be, I think it's pretty decent. What else happened this week? There were 2 new movie trailers that the internet is freaking out about. Oh, you made the platform sad. Oh, you made the platform happy.
What are you?
Groovy.
There we go.
We got that new fucking Thor Ragnarok trailer.
Yes, with Jeff Goldblum, because Jeff Goldblum, that's why.
Oh, man. I'm actually, like, I haven't been super, like, excited about a Marvel movie in a while, but Thor Ragnarok actually looks really good, to me at least.
Yeah, I'm actually kind of excited. Like, I actually didn't see the second Thor standalone film.
It's okay.
What? I'm okay. Apparently, I was not paying attention to my health meter.
No, you weren't. You were at 1 health. Um,
It's okay. I got the pagey. I'm good.
yeah. Good old Dark Souls logic. I got the item. Doesn't matter if I die now.
Doesn't matter. I had sex.
So have you gotten any of the other worlds yet, or
I have not. In
You-
fact, you know what? Let's go. Oh,
Got
that's
10
no,
pages.
no.
show us the hub? Show us
Yes.
the cube.
The hub in Hivory Towers
Oh yeah.
with the villain that's basically
oh my God,
Steve
the
Carell.
loading screen.
Oh yeah, we're gonna be here for a second.
Uh,
It
oh,
has
that's
a
one of the best things. Sorry, go ahead.
No, go ahead. I
I was gonna say that's one of the best things about the Bayonetta PC port is the original game on 360 and PS3. It took so long to load levels and assets and stuff that when you had to go to a loading screen, it did the Street Fighter 5 thing and dumped you into training mode, so you could like mess around with the combos and moves and stuff while
Yeah.
you were waiting 30 to 40 seconds for the stage to load. In Bayonetta on Steam, because it's such a because I have a much more powerful machine running the game now, those loading screens still pop up and Bayonetta still appears for you to mess around with, and you get like 3/4 of a second. You can just make her start running or jump or maybe start a move, and then and then the game loads the next level. Interesting.
So apparently, can't get into that thing.
I heard the hub itself was like pretty puzzling.
It is.
Yeah, which is appropriate. I remember like the Banjo-Kazooie hub being like pretty interesting, having a lot of like built like secrets and fucking stuff to discover.
Yes. Slide on down.
Ooh. Got a little swimming. With a little dip. Oh my god, let's go down to the pool. Go swimming. Get some boys.
I have no response to what you just said.
I'm not even using the pitch shifter.
I understand that, and
Oh my god.
Oh my god. Did I tell you about my date with Dave?
Oh my god, Dave. What a loser.
He took me out to this little restaurant. Everybody shut up! I have an erection.
Oh man.
I'm sad that the closest that tour is coming to me is Toronto. Which is still, I mean, it's a 2-hour drive. It's not too bad, but
Yeah.
it also means
God,
I don't think they're coming anywhere near you-ish.
the nearest would be like dates in California if they're hitting the Bay. Maybe Sacramento if I'm really lucky, but probably just like San Francisco. And I don't know if are they even doing like West Coast on this tour?
They're closing in California, yeah, actually. I think it is San Francisco.
Oh, okay.
That's right.
Let's look up tour dates.
Yeah. If look at it was somewhere. It's like if cartridges were still accessible, this game would have been loaded by now. Oh, cutscene.
Playing Toronto. Yeah, they're playing September 30. September 30th in San Francisco. Let's see, is it the Rock Hard tour?
Yeah.
Is the one they're on? Yeah. LA. So they're starting in LA, then Nashville, Charlotte, Georgia. I don't know why I went city, state. Orlando, Toronto, Massachusetts, New York, Philadelphia, Washington. I'm going to be consistently inconsistent. And then, yeah, they're ending at the Masonic in San Francisco.
Gotcha.
Yeah.
That, by the way, that's Steve Carell from Despicable Me.
Yeah, I can definitely see it. Oh, man, they brought back the grunty nose in beautiful HD.
Yeah.
Look at that crooked fucking thing.
Yeah, he has to respond to basically the Council of 13.
Uh, Why is there like a duck in a
That is Dr. Quack. That is his assistant.
Of course. How could I? Time to radicalize our outlook. We need to slow down the intruder's progress. Any ideas?
Well, sir,
Oh god, the quiz questions. Oh no. No. Fuck. No.
the quiz questions are back.
God damn it. Go fuck yourself, ukulele. 0 out of 10. Worst game. I haven't learned a single thing about game design in 20 years. Fucking platonic, more like. I'll think of something later.
It's okay, Platonic Games. Mitch doesn't mean it.
I'm just kidding. Seriously, though, if they actually do the fucking board game quiz question thing, I'm going to be pissed.
You mean, oh, I'm actually doing it.
Son of a bitch.
Welcome, welcome. I'm your host, Dr. Quack.
At least it's straightforward. Hench manager. What a clever word.
Well, those Brits are good at that sort of thing.
Eh.
And yes, the bat on your head is still, of course, a wisecracking little asshole.
Yeah.
A little less
Man,
aggressive than Kazooie was.
Yeah. It's funny because I remember Jim Sterling did a video about this game, and he straight up calls Laylee a racist. I'm like, what does and I was confused at first, and then I realized, oh, Laylee just talks like Kazooie. I get it. I don't know if you can really call that racist. We're making jokes about ducks. Daffy. This motherfucker looks like Gex with a bill.
Holy shit,
Mostly
you're
'cause
right.
he's green. Yeah.
Answer question correctly, and I'll allow you to progress forward.
You'll lose a life.
Oh, God.
You still have lives in this game? All
There's
3
also-
lives and it's back to the... Oh, okay. Eh. Oh, man. I can hear my roommate playing Persona 5. I'm tempted to go out there.
This
The
picture.
game is...
The picture, where was it taken?
Oh, it's that slope with those...
Yeah.
Rampo's Temple. Yeah. What if he tipped over and, like, the glass broke and he just started suffocating? That...
We win. Fuck it. The ridiculous cloud
ridiculous
nimble.
cloud nimble. Where can she be found in Tribal Stack Tropics?
No!
Well, shit. Oh, bad timing.
Oh, that is dick. I tried to skip the dialogue and it...
Yeah. Hate when I do that. I did that a couple times in Nier Automata today. Rextro, which token does he seek? Play
Okay.
token.
These are all, like, pitifully easy if you've played the game for, like, an hour.
Yeah. Well, I mean, if they're letting you do this, I imagine they can't really start giving you, like, Hey, here's something about Endgame.
Yeah. A Mollycool.
Ah, I'm gonna mollycoddle the mollycool.
Yeah, that's this game's answer to being turned into different animals, like from Mumbo.
Oh, cool.
You get turned like in that one. You get turned into a uh the flowerish thing. Yay! It was a 2-pointer. Good.
Yeah.
Tribal State Tropics. How many pages were required to unlock it? 1.
And it's the only stage we've got so far, so I can't imagine they'd actually make you, like, go find 9 in the world or something.
Yeah.
Oh, hey. Another 2-pointer. From downtown.
Does Gas the Ghost Rider? Which did you capture first in Tribal State?
Oh. Do you remember?
Was that? Oh no! I thought I got the angry one first. Damn it!
Angry. Well,
Tribal Stack. Okay.
who
Who's
lives
inside?
inside the temple of the tribal stack?
The Duke.
The Duke.
Yeah.
The
See,
Duke of Glastonbury. This is the ones, it's funny because this is a situation where we very much could cheat, and yet I'm sitting here not looking up the answers.
do. That was the
Clara.
first one. It's the weird like skeleton thing that's like being cooked in a pot when you first walk into the level.
Yeah, I kind of noticed that as we were going through.
Pages.
Like, oh, hey.
Legal property of Ivory
of
Towers.
Ivory Towers. How many do you have in total?
14. Yes.
So you have, yeah, I was going to say, you have 10 right now. Can't be that high.
Yay!
Oh, made it. Get wrecked.
It's impossible. It does get really like the humor about being like an office worker.
Nice.
Oh, there's gonna be
Oh,
another
God.
quiz. Fuck you, dimwits.
That is an uncomfortably close up of that character.
Yeah. Quackers, trophy earned.
Took chuffing ages to make all those collectibles dance.
Trousers moves can be purchased. That's the other thing is like you actually all the moves that you get, you actually have to buy off of Trouser in mid level,
Yeah.
and you can pick which ones you want first because obviously there's challenges associated with each of them.
Nice. Ooh, pretty ice flowers.
Oh.
Oh snap! I love these little fucking gremlin guys.
Yeah, they're the little minions that they use in this game are great.
Yeah.
Trouser.
Hey, Twalza. Oh, and he's stuck in a pair of trout. Oh, that's great.
You're blocking the route to the next world.
Then we're on the right path.
And for helping
Oh.
me.
Sales to Tribal Stack Tropics. It's free of charge.
Oh, the sibilance is real right now.
Yes.
That
I hope. I do have a pop filter on. I don't know if it actually helps with S's.
Maybe it's just the headphones that I'm using, but that did get pretty high pitched toward the end of it.
Got that pop filter.
Yes, I'm getting the glide feature.
Yeah, our purple friend here to glide through the sky. Simply leap into the air. Press
Yeah, it's
time.
the p and t is fine. It's like the s goes s, and then it's like really like
Yeah.
squeaky toward the end of it.
Yeah, the S gets through. The task.
Hope you're up to the task, Lily. I had a big breakfast.
Breakfast. Breakfast. But.
Yeah, actually, the pop screen is doing quite a bit with that.
Sweet. That's good. I'm glad it wasn't like $20 wasted.
Yep. Up. There we go. Yeah.
All right. That is a generous fucking glide.
Yeah, it
Oh,
really is.
man. That's like one of the things that keeps. So in Zelda, you've seen like how far you can glide with the paraglider in Zelda, how gently you descend. Um, Near Automata, you can do kind of a similar
Yeah.
thing with the oh
Okay. Well, can't go that way yet.
the quote pod. Um, when you jump, you can hold A and then kind of like float back down to the ground from high places. But man, it is like Zelda, you descend at like a 30-degree angle or something. Like it's a
Yeah.
really gentle, slow descent. With Near, it's like 60. Like you go farther than if you had just jumped and didn't glide, but just a little bit. Um, and it keeps fucking with me because I'm so used to Zelda where I'm like, oh, I can make that jump, and then I try it in Near, and it's like, nope, I am falling like a rock. Nice self-aggrandizement on the floor there. Actually
uh,
reminds me, did you hear about one of the minor controversies with Tekken 7?
no.
So basically, in Tekken 7, one of the stages turned out to be offensive to a lot of Middle Eastern players because it's like, because they're adding, what's his name? Fuck, Shaheen
Yeah.
is in the game, right? Yeah. Um, but so they have a stage, I guess, associated with him, or just, they put in like sort of a Middle Eastern setting stage. And as it turns out, they accidentally put Allah in Arabic on the floor of the stage. And it's a pretty small detail, but some people noticed it and they were like, hey, that's not okay.
Yeah.
Because it's this whole thing where, oh, your characters are stepping on the name of God. That's, not cool. And literally, as it turns out, it's because um, the developers, Katsuhiro Harada and the other, people at Bandai Namco, or is it Tecmo? Whoever makes Tekken, I always
No,
forget.
it's Namco Bandai.
That's right. It's Namkai Bando. They they literally they couldn't actually read the text that was in the texture or the image or whatever that they used. They just thought it looked cool as
Oh,
like the
yeah.
whole thing, because it's like that thing in the floor, like it's a whole like carved big thing in the floor, and it has that one little detail in it. Um, and apparently they're patching it out, so that's pretty cool. Good guy, Bandai Namco Tekken team, trying not to actually offend people with their video game,
Glitter Glazed
only trying to
Glacier.
troll offend people. Hell yeah, let's unlock some shit. Let's go to
Ice
this stage and
World.
then immediately die. I mean, we are a lizard and a small bat.
Oh,
Neither of
yeah.
those are particularly resistant to inclement weather.
Okay, so I need 5 to unlock it.
Hey, we got plenty then.
Let's jump into it first.
Yeah.
Sup, you beautiful bastards. Let's just jump into it.
Get a good look at this stage for a few minutes, and then
And then
use Buddy Slam to activate floor switches and smash object. Use Reptile Roll to traverse slippery. Find Kartos in each book world to attempt his Minecraft cart challenge. I almost said Minecraft.
Yeah, I heard that. Yeah, that's whatever person who has been a member of Rare for years saying, let's do those minecart levels from the Donkey Kong games.
Oh yeah, I heard about that. Also, looking at this stage, I can just hear the Banjo Kazooie ice level music in my head.
Yep. Just stop camera.
Is it Oh, camera.
Nope, not getting up there yet.
At least we can glide.
Yeah, that is a very generous glide.
Yeah.
I'm going to have to imagine that jumping in that water will kill me.
Probably, yeah. I mean, the stage should be killing you just biologically, but oh, look at these little guys. Look at these little cum sprites.
I did actually inquire something to Platonic Games and also the glorious people at We Love Fine as to maybe what was the tweet I sent him yesterday? Shit. Oh, please tell me you're getting to work on a ukulele plushie. And their response was, we would love to snuggle a Yuka and or Lele plushie. We hope someone's working on it, winky face.
Ah, the good old ice cubes.
Take that, eyes.
And that is like so throwbacky. They literally just took the ice cube enemy straight out of Banjo Kazooie. I love it.
God, this world is just like, it's gorgeous. It's so gorgeous of a game.
Yeah.
Developed on the Unity engine, which clearly
Shocking.
Donkey doesn't care for.
Yeah, well, Unity has kind of it's got a bit of a reputation. Oh, I think that goes all the way up.
Yeah, I find out the hard way.
Because it's literally free. So, it's kind of seen as like, oh boy, slippery ice.
It's cold in here.
There
I
we
think
go.
See, you guys.
You need to get some.
Oh God, it is hurting me. It is hurting me.
Yeah. You need to get some cold-resistant clothes or cook a cold-resistant meal.
I was just about to make that fucking reference too.
Oh man. But yeah, like I like the look, like the aesthetics, the look of like the a lot of the textures, the colors. It's colorful. It's bright. So you're basically on a oh no, you went into okay, you went into a place. It looked like the entrance to the level or something for a second. Oh, that's interesting. So the eyes like possess things in the stage. That's cool.
Oh, what is it? Hot fire!
Yellow. Hot fire! Too close, man. Oh, sweet. That's cool looking. Man, this is...
Oh, it's a music puzzle.
Oh. So, black, light blue, green.
I gotta watch this one more time. Center. Oh. Okay. One more. Center, back, forward, left, right, left, right. Forward, back, left, right, left, right.
Yeah.
And that unlocks... Yes!
Pagey. Like, couldn't you just, like, reach through the bars of the cage and, like...
Suspension of disbelief.
Oh, that's actually one of the annoying things. One of the few annoying gameplay things with Nier is it's got a lot of invisible walls and stuff like that. Where you're like, oh, I want to go over there, and the game just arbitrarily says, no, you can't.
Oh, rhymes. It's gotta be the nose. That person's lost his hat. I suppose we should find him his hat, and we get a pagey.
Yeah. Man, this game is really making me nostalgic for Banjo-Kazooie. Goddamn. I really want to go play that again now.
That was one, actually, I had never actually played Banjo-Kazooie up until recently.
Oh, man, it's a classic.
Okay, that's super slippery. Can't even get it up with the roll.
Too slippery.
But
Can't
no,
get it up.
I picked it up recently because I had never played it because Suzanne loved the game back when she was younger. And I dumped 3 hours into it right off the bat and didn't even realize it.
Nice.
Like, that's how in love with the game I was. Okay, so if they have hats, they take 2 hits. Pro tip.
Good. You're gonna... Good pro-life tip for you there. If a guy has a hat, he takes 2 hits.
2 bong hits.
Hey, hey, hey.
Yes, I know, Hyacinth, that was a bad joke. My cat meowed after I said that.
Yeah, I don't know. I'm trying. We'll workshop. We'll fix it in post. It'll be great. We'll make a funny joke there.
Uh,
Oh, a nice, pretty skybox.
ah!
Lighting. Oh my god, a skull. It's a skeleton.
No!
Skeleton man. Get the slam.
Eat it.
Yeah, I was gonna say, you might want to grab that.
Quills. Oh, there's Dr. Puzz for this level.
Dr. Puzz.
After we find the Molly Cool. Which is probably somewhere, up there. Shoot, how do we get there? Let's find out.
Watch out, man. It's the Fuzz. Somebody called Dr. Puzz.
Well, we are riding the comedy train.
Oh, yeah. You and me, cuz. That's abbreviated version of cousin. Just to be clear, not the, abbreviated because.
We're good at comedy.
It's important that you understand where the rhyme is coming from.
Good, this level needs warming up.
Eh.
Shut it, goth girl.
God damn.
Okay.
Who the fuck hires a stick to do a sculpture? A stick with boards nailed to it.
Do. Payment, yes, sir. Oh, that's.
Fuck it. Interesting. Makes you roll up some pretty shallow inclines.
No.
Oh, you gotta melt it with the hot fire.
Yeah, that's. Yeah, you must have to because you have to feed him too. Yep, that didn't work.
Yeah.
Boo whip. Wee. Doodle-doo. Yeah. That's one thing, like, the quill, like, the collision detection on the quill is silly.
Yeah.
Like, you gotta be swallowing the thing.
Yeah. Oh, man. Like, this floor texture up on this platform here, like, that looks really good. I like
Yeah.
that. It's artsy and shit. That'll probably be climbable later.
I would have to imagine.
Yeah. Or breakable, something.
No, shit!
Oh,
Ah,
fuck. Oh, dead.
That's fair, because that's a good time to bring the
Yeah.
arcade to a close for the day anyway, and not make me get sucked. Like, I will literally stream this for, like, the next hour and a half. And it's 1:07 a.m. here in Rochester, New York.
Yeah.
So, Hungry Ones, thank you for joining us here in the LiveCast. We showed off Yooka-Laylee. We let you guys know that Bayonetta is friggin' awesome. We let you know
and
why...
$20. $20 on Steam. Pick it up.
Yes. We let you know that Food Network Cook or Be Cooked 2 is coming out.
Sure.
The disappointment in your face was just worth it alone.
Yeah.
And we let you know that Nier Automata is not great for PC, except, well, it's great now thanks to a bunch of users and not the actual company that put it out.
Yeah. Great game. Bad port. Saved by fan mods.
Go get them, fans. Good job.
Yeah.
So,
you show them.
if you guys dig what you see, join us next time in the live chat every Sunday at 10 p.m. Eastern right here on twitch.tv/quarter_munchers. Join the conversation. We love talking to you guys while we're doing this. Thanks to Unreal Delicious for watching, at least chiming in on the chat anyway.
Yeah.
You can follow us on social media at Quarter Munchers. That's Facebook, Twitter, and Instagram. And you can subscribe to our YouTube at youtube.com/just search Quarter Munchers. That's actually not the URL, but
Yeah. It's easier to just go to YouTube and search than, like, do URL at
yeah,
this point.
we're the first thing that comes up. Follow that logo right down in that way.
Yeah.
So until that time, I am Johnny.
I am your man.
And the arcade is closed.
Bye.